stream, so that way people know how long it's going to be until like the stream comes live. So like right now it's 8 seconds. If you go to Mixer or anywhere, this is the only way you can like identify times, and I do it so it's kind of synchronizes everybody onto the situation. But
yeah.
I don't even know what network I want to promote more anymore. You know that? Like I used to want to promote oh, what the shit was it?
There's only like 3.
Twitch. Well, no, I'm on 5 networks actually.
Well, there's only 3 major ones.
Oh, define major.
Fair enough.
No, define major. Come on, I want to hear it. Instagram TV, is that major? Is that not a player yet?
Instagram. I think it's too new to be a player.
Instagram TV, the new player.
Oh, what do you? And I'm gonna be streaming to Facebook soon, right?
Facebook already has streaming.
I know.
They have RMTPs that you can link to.
Yeah, I know.
So you should be a pal and check out my stream and let me know how well this is. And if are you interested in this game?
Oh, you need to change your Are you still playing Fallout?
No, and I've changed them all.
For some reason
it says Fallout. Yeah.
Discord's saying Fallout.
Yep, that's terrible. That's a mixer.
And Twitch says it's Fallout.
Yep. This is brought to you by the Survivors Enclave Network, where we do things wrong. Alright. I ran through and updated every... Yeah, so Mixer's correct. See, I don't understand that. Why does Mixer work, but this bullshit over... Yeah, the Twitch Survivors Enclave Network. Oh god, I can hear myself now. I'm not too... I don't sound too bad. I sound like an American. What? What, Doug? What?
I'm not gonna listen to myself again, and you again.
Well, hit mute.
I already did.
Did you now?
Yes, I did.
You know what it's telling me? These websites are going like the way of the dodo. Because, I mean, who really gives a damn about them anymore, other than the kids? And Drake. True. Drake cares. And Smashcast was able to update. YouTube did not update, though. So let's update that.
Let me refresh Twitch and see. Yeah, it's correct. It seems to look decent.
Alright, great. Well, I mean, I haven't done anything. You have to choose one of the... You, sir, are going to choose one of the 3 things that I am doing. And we will do a thing. Or I will do a thing.
I would say not Starfighter, but one of the other 2.
Alright, well, let's check out Galactic Assault since nobody plays Strike.
If I'd stream anything, I'd stream Fury, just to show people my Fury.
Fury Warrior?
No. No. Super difficult game.
Oh, yeah, the one with Toxic Avenger as the... Yeah, I know the one you're talking about. Did I tell you, Copier Man got me Transistor? Okay, so this is the big gimmick. You have these cards, you equip these cards. These cards make you better.
Yep.
These are the things that made it lottery.
Charges on the East Turbo Laser!
Made people, like, lose their mind. As you can see, I'm a 21 Assault, a level 6 Heavy, a level 1 Officer, and level 3 Special.
I was dating a guy who bought this, or kind of dating a guy who bought this.
West Side Turbo Laser's rigged to blow!
He doesn't seem like an educated individual. Like, this game was absolutely terrible when it first came out.
He got it for free.
How did that happen?
He has a friend who works at EA.
Disarm the charges! West Turbo Laser safe!
Whatever.
And no,
he was $20. Now I feel like I got gypped. So who did he pay? I mean, well, how did he go to an event or something and he just got it?
No, he knows a friend who works at EA who got it for him.
Who worked at EA?
Who works at EA.
My god, this game is deafening.
Disarmed! West turbo laser secure!
What do you think of the Star Wars franchise?
I like the lore base behind it, but at the same time, like,
No, I mean, did you go see the last couple?
Well, yeah,
Does it still appeal?
I haven't seen Solo, but like, I'm glad I didn't see Solo. I didn't
Solo
mind the new
bombed
ones.
at the box office.
Yeah,
I hear.
like, the new ones. I actually like the new
We
ones.
can do this.
I'm
people
not a fan
don't.
of the last one.
The Last Jedi.
Yeah, Rogue One all the way, but Last Jedi, very terrible. I'm in the camp of
They
people
could have
that
done
you
something.
can't
They could have
use
done something
warp
better,
drive
but
as
like,
a weapon. You can't.
it was an extended universe. It was used once, and
That's all gone though.
yeah, like I like extended universe though. That's.
But see, here's the problem with me. You're gonna tell me, as with all the military commanders that have ever been, that none of them would think of a non-kinetic
Well, it's
weapon.
expensive.
I mean, why can't I just strap a droid into a big ass? Oh wait, that's my buddy.
Because it's expensive.
What are you talking about expensive? You put a hollow ship, you put bomb in it, you put an engine in the back of it, and you run it into, like, if it's so expensive, how are the rebels even making ships? They don't have money. They're not supported. I mean, they're supported kind of like by some offset families, but you know, like with any war, it costs money to have the war, which they made it an evident fucking a portion to like do the whole Las Vegas scene
The one thing I said,
in the damn movie.
I really hated that scene.
The
No,
fat lady
no,
singing with the 8 tits was my favorite
No,
thing.
that was my least.
Come on, that had to be your like, you had to cheeky laugh like, God, humans are
No,
terrible. Like,
I
didn't that just...
thought this was idiotic and not necessary at all.
That's kind of sad. I like when things get that bad. I realize I've crossed into like not B-movie territory, but I don't know what I want to call it. Like, I've entered the shit farm. There's gonna be no return. Oh god. Oh god.
But like I like extended universe shit as well as can't think, Old Republic realm era.
Now Live doesn't even say I'm streaming. What the shit, Now Live? God.
Stand together.
I don't know, man. Like, my problem is the director, and I'm in the category of people where I don't like agendas put into my story. Like, they were trying to sell this whole anti-gun thing, you know? Okay, that's nice. I don't give a fuck. I want space magic, space mage.
You have to say though, that was one of the best looking things in Star Wars so far. The visuals was beautiful. You might not have liked it.
Where? Okay, let's talk about Space Leia. Let's talk about Leia.
Oh no, that I don't like that. Like no, that would have been a perfect time to kill her off.
My in-laws didn't even know that was a real thing. My in-laws said that didn't happen, and I was like,
the memes though, the memes.
I can't even begin to meme it because it's a surreal meme in itself. By it, Leia, Space Leia is Superman. Is this real life?
No,
you know,
that's fine. Like the hyperdrive scene is probably one of the most visually stunning things ever in a Star Wars movie.
Okay, I'm gonna give you it looked pretty, but
I said visually stunning. That's the definition. Looked pretty.
Yeah, but that's just the thing, you know. Like a $2 hoe can look pretty, doesn't mean it's like worth looking at. Oh, did I kill Palpatine? Kill you, bitch. So the system they fix it, like you can have access to things. It's just you got to be kind of a badass and kill a bunch of people. Right now, I'm not being a badass because I'm. Oh, fuck you, Stormtrooper! I just kicked his ass. You too. All of you die. Sorry, I have this problem. So is there a delay? Like,
about like 30 seconds. Not too bad.
Not too bad at all. Oh, bitch.
Reposition at the camp. Hold them there.
Damn.
Like I enjoyed the story, Star Wars, like the MMO SWTOR. I just
See,
the combat.
okay,
like,
okay.
the
Let's
systems
also
are
talk
terrible.
about this one. Let's also talk about the story of Luke Skywalker. Let's go ahead and also
We can do
we'll,
this.
We'll pull away from all of that shit and just talk about the story of Luke Skywalker, which really fucking broke my mind. You understand? It just completely broke me. All right, so Luke Skywalker. Can you tell me? Do you recall what his intent was? Why he went to the Death Star to face his father and Palpatine?
Originally he was going after him because supposedly he killed his
Well,
father.
was he going after? No. What was he doing? You can't say he was going. Sorry, go ahead.
True. It was like, I can't really think about it right now.
Okay. Luke thought that he could get to his father and talk to his father.
Yeah.
And the most evil fucking Anakin up the fucking bullshit character since prequels, because those are real memes. Those are where memes go to die, resurrect, and Phoenix.
I know.
It's amazing.
I know.
Do you even know how to corn?
But Jar Jar Binks is an abomination.
Today's meme is brought to you in part by the corn people. This baby can fit all kinds of kernels in it. Oh, motherfucker, get off me! Oh, my grenade killed him. Did it kill him? I don't know. I got 1900 points.
Is that a new meme?
The corn thing is apparently a new thing. I don't know where it originated. Like, memes are moving at a pace I cannot fucking handle anymore, man. Like, I can't. Like, okay, like, is this real life? Or not is this real life? What is the stupid butterfly meme? I know what it means, but just through context, but I don't know where it comes from or why it became.
That's coming back, it seems.
It's an old meme resurrecting itself?
Resurrecting itself, yeah. It originated in 2011.
Is this resurrection?
Watch out!
Fall back. The sector's lost and our people are still sanitizing the base.
So
We'll
yeah.
need to hold the entrance.
Luke Skywalker. Okay, going back to Luke Skywalker. Luke Skywalker was going to reach his father because he thought he could get, like, speak to him and convince him, hey, what we're doing is wrong. We cannot let this maniac run the, so forth and so on. And that is why, I don't know if you remember how the Return of the Jedi ended, because Return of the Jedi was actually not talking about Luke Skywalker. It was talking about Anakin Skywalker. Because when Palpatine had Luke down, Anakin stepped in and fucked up the damn, because he was like, that's my son, fuck you, he's like, I beat his ass, you don't touch him, and that was because that was the closest, and it made sense too with the way the prequels did it, because that was the closest connection that Anakin had to goddamn Padme. That was the closest connection, was the son. I mean, I'm sure it would be the same for Leia if he had gotten a hold of her, which he was probably after, you know what I mean? Like, that was why he was doing what he was doing. But, like, okay. You see, in my head, it's like, holy fuck. It's like, okay, so Luke believes in his heart, he believes he can make the worst person good. The worst person in the universe, right? Now, let's go look at evidence of Kylo Ren and what Luke Skywalker did to fucking Kylo Ren. Okay, so Kylo started showing a little bit of dark side, and instead of, and good old Mr. Passionate fucking Luke Skywalker, the one who was willing to talk to his father, the most evil fucking man, in the goddamn quadrant at the time, he said, nah, I'm not going to try to get through to my nephew. The nephew, mind you, of his sister and best friend. It starts to come, it just unravels so fast. It's like this dude gave his father a pass, but he's not going to give his nephew, the same sort of treatment. And in my head, I'm like, your whole story comes crumbling down of why Luke did any of the shit that he did, Like, there must be a, giant lie. Like, I'm actually part of the clan of people that want to see The Last Jedi redone. Just rewrite the whole motherfucker. I will pay the ticket again. I will. And fire whoever.
There could have easily been a better way to show how Kylo Ren became Kylo Ren. Because
look,
last
2 words, Darth Plagueis.
Oh, I know.
That's it. All you have to do is use Darth Plagueis.
Oh, but that's extended universe, kind of.
No, it's not. No, because he was
a mission once.
He was Darth Vader's. He was Palpatine's teacher because Palpatine talked about him in the goddamn prequels. So boom, he is a real person.
And Darth, if you believe in extended universe, I don't know if you do.
There is okay.
The Plagueis novel.
I believe only in what is in Clone Wars because Clone Wars is Disney, and they're gonna have to amend to that.
All of the animations.
So yeah, so like the witches of whatchamadu that ride the Rancors of like it starts with a D. I forget the name of the place, but yeah, those witches. I believe in those witches. You know, they're not extended universe. Those are real people. Those are in canon people.
Yeah. And also, Darth Plagueis is, I doubt he died from just easily.
No, man, like, okay, Snoke! Let me fucking go on with Are you ready for my Snoke take? Okay, so this dude... Okay, let's go ahead and talk about the Kylo Ren and Rey situation, right? So Kylo Ren and Rey start talking to each other telepathically. And everybody thinks it's either, like, a family thing or it's a romantic thing. Nobody's...
No, they're not. Also, the fucking build-up for, like, his family, then, like, their family's nothing. Like, what's the point? The build-up of a family and a family is
the
nothing.
damn director was trying to... Anybody can be a Jedi. There's no such thing as exclusivity. When you and I know damn well not everybody can get AOTC.
Also,
motherfuckers. Ruining my game.
That's just idiotic, in my opinion. Like, fuck. No. Yes, there is force sensitivity that randomly pops up, but they're never strongly force sensitive.
Doesn't matter without a goddamn Padawan or trainer. It does not fucking matter. I mean, you're gonna be as good as that one dude, the monk off of damn what the fuck was the monk off of Rogue One. He was force sensitive, but with no trainer. So that's why he was able to do all the cool shit that he was able to do, right? But when you flip the script back and start talking about, like...
But if he's against anyone with, like, actually trained, he'll be like...
Well, still, going on to my point, Kylo Ren and Rey were, like, okay, talking to one another, right? They were, like, somehow, like, connected. And then Snoke was like, I did it the whole time, like, while they were in the throne room, right? Remember, he was like, I can control both of you. Okay, so this motherfucker who can reach across the galaxy with his force cannot feel the goddamn lightsaber to his left side scooch over a little bit to the left. Nah, I'm sorry. You fucking lost that one. You suspended disbelief and you fucked over your story. Just the end. Like, they could have easily did the whole Snoke was Darth Plagueis. Or they can even sort of resurrect it where Snoke
also,
is a
like,
puppet
is
of
Snoke
Plagueis.
Actually, like, yeah, they should bring back Plagueis rather than Snoke, because like
they have to like in the story because they mentioned it in the prequel.
Much.
So like good storytelling, you know how you don't talk about something in the story that isn't pertaining to the goddamn story.
Much like they tried to push it so much, like that Plagueis is the big baddie, then
Victory!
dies from nothing. Like, what the fuck are you gonna do for the third movie?
I don't know. You know what I do know? I just got a victory.
I know.
The animations in this are amazing. No lie. Let's see how bad I was. I'm not doing as bad as I did when I first started, but I'm still not nearly in the top. Yeah, see, man, like I'm 19, but like look at this dude 0-0. But look, 36,000 to their 19. I beat their number 19. Fuck yeah. See, it's all about, you gotta make those small climbs. And you get better. And one of the things I kind of like about this is they do Team Fortress 2 style. You roll up on one side, then you flip up and do it on the other. Yeah. Which one are you? You're not Commander Root. You're Mr. Berg. What is? I can't read that. What is your tag? Berlin Wall. Haha. You should participate in the stream avatar so you can look different than the regular people.
That takes effort.
It does, doesn't it? Life is effort, and I'll stop when I die.
Because, like, Plagueis just happened to be out in the far reaches and happened to come over. To do
Here's another one. So Kylo Ren saw Rey with didn't he get Luke's lightsaber during the whole throne room scene? And then Luke is there with his fucking lightsaber, and he's like, "Oh, I have this. What are you talking about?" Like, huge plot hole.
Well, the lightsaber scene, he's not actually there. It's just a projection, obviously.
Okay, so and that's the thing. The projection killed him. Really?
Yes. It's a lot. He used up all of his force, and pretty much has been done. It's once again. It's a nod to extended universe.
Give me some extended universe where that shit happened.
It's actually I don't know the exact book or the exact whatever, but it's a technique that tends to be kind of outlawed because of the ramifications to your body. You pretty much project yourself. You're not actually there.
What about the Qui-Gon Jinn ghost shit?
That's a ghost, not actually projection.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I don't get how that works. I mean, if you run out of force, you can't, like, leave an email of yourself behind. You're out of force. You have no more. If you do have force, then how did he die? You still have force, unless he's no longer a ghost with Yoda. So, and did Yoda learn that from Qui-Gon Jinn? Because Qui-Gon, that's the thing that always blew my mind. Like, when I learned that, like, in the extended universe, before Disney acquisitioned it, that like, Qui-Gon learned that from the witches, right? I can't remember if it was from the witches or from, like, another entity or another.
Also,
people.
You have to think about, like, the distance traveled. He pretty much projected himself across the entire galaxy, as well as concentration
made
for a long
two
time.
fucking people talk. So I mean, like, why isn't he dying? Like, I understand where you're going for. You're trying to use the magic to explain why the magic is, but in that same regard, I look to another magic user, and his mana pool's not tapped. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. It's just, it seems to me like that movie was written by somebody who was wanting to change the Star Wars.
It's someone who read a lot of extended universe. I can pull in ties of here. I can pull in ties of here, but without actually explaining what's happening.
They have to understand the reasoning. They can't just
like they pretty much explain like the shooting something into, like, warp driving into the middle of a ship, which is, I'm assuming, what happened. Like, that was used in Extended Universe before. Like, it's, as well as the projection was used. There's a lot of things that were used in Extended Universe, but without explaining the backing. So if you don't understand the Extended Universe, you'll be like, why is this a thing? It's a nod without explanation.
Who taught Leia how to do that?
How to survive and move herself forward.
And I'm amazed that Admiral Akbar, who died in that scene, didn't get more of a commemoration, because it was a trap after all. People don't care about the they want to care about the meme, but they don't really care about the meme.
No, look. Keep, like, that would be, like, perfect. Like, oh, she's gonna die this soon. That's interesting.
Well, you know that, I mean, like,
because what they could do? She didn't die in the movie, so, like, what they gonna do with next? Because she's not gonna be in the next movie.
She used all of her force to do that, and then she diminished. And then they're gonna do a CGI claymation goddamn one, and, like, those are so spooky.
Like they did in Rogue One.
No, yeah. Oh my God, that dude looked like death. Like, I know what the uncanny valley is for me now. That. Like, that felt so wrong. I was like, this looks bad, and I don't want to say nothing. But Rogue One was a good story. I could put up with some bad shit if it's a good story.
Yeah.
What's your experience with Mattel Star Wars toys? Did you ever have any or know anybody that had them? Like, I actually saw toys. I'm sure I had a couple too.
Like, I want them to go back in time rather than forward in time soon, because back in time you actually can get.
Well, yeah, they blew down. They blew up the damn Jedi temple. Like, it's all over.
Like, no, also, not even that. Like, there's only, like, I wanted before the Rule of 2 was in place.
Before the who?
Rule of 2.
What was the Rule of 2?
Darth Bane saw issues with, like, after the Sith Dark Ages of how it was pretty much
Sith Dark Ages. Hold on, Jesus, I gotta sit. What is a Sith Dark Age?
Okay, so in the Old Republic times, there was the Sith Empire. Eventually, corruption happened and diluting of blood, and pretty much it pretty much went from like an empire into like a mob.
Into a what?
Think of it like a mob. Like, there's like a ruler, but he's not really that powerful, but he controls everyone else, and it's pretty much based off of backstabbing and trying to not actually be strong to succeed. And he thought, like, and just trying to kill others to get on top.
Alright, so like the Shogun era of China. Got it.
No one was actually progressing in strength. Darth Bane saw this and pretty much killed everyone. Besides, his idea was that there should be only one master and one apprentice. The master should train the apprentice until the apprentice is strong enough to kill the master. Cycle repeats. The Rule of 2.
This is a rule for Sith.
Yes.
Because it makes the Sith get too powerful?
No. Because the theory behind it is that the Sith, when the master gets strong, teaches everything to the apprentice gets stronger than the master, kills the master, gets another apprentice, and gets stronger again, and eventually the theory is to be in hiding until the Sith is strong enough to take over everything. If that makes any sense. Because eventually it's about having so much knowledge that they're good. Yeah. Pretty much, and also during the Dark Ages of Sith.
What made them Dark Ages? This is my question.
There was a leader of the Sith who thought that all the old teachings, like, I don't believe in this anymore. This is wrong, and they destroyed all the holocrons.
What is a holocron?
Holocrons are pretty much think of it like mini computers or like force objects that hold information.
These objects are made of the Force.
Well, they're
like hardened midichlorian or something, right?
It's a datacron as a storage device.
Oh, datacron! Wasn't that the thing they used that like Obi-Wan used to get the library to find that like planet that was missing? Okay.
Their holocrons are information datacrons used by both Jedi Order and Sith.
Yeah, I was thinking this was like some special Jedi item that the Sith made.
It's not just a normal datacron. It's pretty much a datacron infused with the Force to make it so you need Force to use it.
What?
Yeah.
That sounds convoluted. How do you put Force into something?
Well, because holocrons tend to be considered Sith, but the Jedi datacrons are they can only be activated used through the power of the Force. So they're pretty much datacrons, but
why are the Sith so bad? I mean, what's the beef behind them and the regular Jedi?
They want to take. They want to take information. They want to take over. Not really, but why do they want to take over? There's really no reason why. I don't know.
Yeah, what makes him bad?
It goes back to the original Sith, when they were taken over and the Sith adopted their teachings of the original Sith Empire. Then pretty much the Dark Ages happened because they destroyed all the old information and like, I'm gonna make new ones. And then Bane's like was reading in a like the datacrons that weren't like the holocrons that weren't destroyed, and it's like they could do all these crazy things before, and when we can't even touch what they used to do, obviously there's something wrong here. So he's like, if we do this, the rule 2, theoretically the Sith should become exponentially more powerful with each generation.
Fucking Sith, man.
Yep.
So the Jedi are
because
so
like
wait a minute. So if there's so few Sith, then why are there so many goddamn Jedi? That's a very good question.
Okay, because the Sith disappeared after Bane's era. They just disappeared.
Well, I mean, the apprentice kills the master, so it's an attrition. It's a number. Like you will start shoring up numbers real fast.
Yeah. But it's theory. It didn't really work out that way because greed. But still, the original Sith Empire, it was all about power, and whoever had the most power was the leader. With the Sith Emperor, who like lived for thousands of years, who was probably the most powerful Sith or Force user in existence. He had the ability to absorb the life force completely out of worlds and use that as power and force. Just absorb it. He could die, absorb power from it, and resurrect himself. He could
so like Highlander then. It was like Space Highlander.
He could project his spirit into another enemy. Like pretty much when he died, he would project his life into another person and take over that person.
What?
Yes.
How does that even work? Like, the person still has to be like it. It's like being John Malkovich, isn't it?
He pretty much takes over their mind, and he becomes that person becomes him. He gets powerful, strong. Probably the best Force user in existence, but he's dead.
Damn, this game looks so good. Best $20 I spent. Like all of this fire and shit. Dear God.
Yeah. The Emperor is what pretty much kept the Sith Empire, like the old Republic Sith Empire, alive for millennium.
Wasn't there that Order 76 or whatever? Too?
No, that wasn't Sith Empire. Order 76 was during Clone Wars era, or after Clone Wars era.
Oh, son of a bitch. He's a good sniper.
Let's take him.
I've noticed people complain a lot about hackers on this game, but I don't feel it. Like, I'm not just being decimated by one dude.
Yeah, see, I like the Sith of old rather than the Sith of new.
What's the difference?
There was
that's why you want to go. That's why you want a story back in time, right?
There's the Dark Council, which is, think of it like 10, like maybe like 12 Darths, like the high end. There's only 12 of them. There's the Emperor. Then it's a hierarchy. There was actual about even amount of Jedi compared.
Okay,
to
so
Sith.
Darth is a title then.
Yes.
I did not know that. I thought Darth Vader was just like his name, like Stu Robbins or whatever the shit.
It goes pretty much a print like Count, Darth, then Emperor. Yeah. No. Darth is a
okay,
title.
so hold on. The top Jedi or top Sith will always be an Emperor.
Well,
because then all you need to do is make sure there's never an Emperor. Done.
Well,
seems kind of I don't know, you know?
Because pretty much the theory, like they're trying to become the Emperor again. It wasn't that for like if there's only 2 of them, there's like what are they the Emperor over?
So Darth Maul was Palpatine's apprentice?
Apprentice, yes. Then when he died, he moved on to Anakin. Also, they're always wanting Anakin because, once again, extended universe time, Plagueis saw Anakin. He pretty much was doing some sort of ritual, some like ritual, and the Force. When he did the ritual, the Force, like, because think of it like a push or pull. One thing happens, there's an effect of opposite to balance out the Force. He did something like to do one thing, and Anakin was created because of that.
So by manipulating the Force, it like has kind of like a homeostasis.
Yeah, it needs to balance out what happened to make something else. So it made Anakin because of that. Plagueis knew that, and Plagueis' idea was train Anakin as an apprentice, then take over his mind and become Anakin, so he can live forever. It makes sense.
But Anakin never got any wind of this.
No. Also, he never told Palpatine. So when Palpatine killed, he never told Palpatine about the Force Child, or about, like, he never told Palpatine about any of that, because he was going to do it behind his apprentice's back.
Why didn't he just take Darth Maul? I heard Darth Maul was like one of the strongest Jedis, or Sith. I mean,
because since it was a birth of the Force, the ability, like Anakin's abilities, like pretty much potential, was theorized to be limitless.
So he was the Goku.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I remember something like in a comic book way back when, where Darth Vader was able to like collapse a moon or some shit, or hurtle a moon. I can't remember if it was hurtle a moon or collapse it, but it was something crazy.
Yeah, and the Darth Vader's suit was purposely made to make it as painful as possible.
Really?
Yep.
How would he not know this?
We're a team.
Because he didn't design his suit.
Right, but I mean, like, if I'm gonna have some shit hooked up to me, I'm gonna look into it. You know, I'm just gonna figure out.
Palpatine pretty much used it to subjugate him, as well as make because pain increases your.
And that pain makes no sense either, because if Plagueis was gonna use his body is fucking pointless. Like,
no, but Plagueis died, supposedly.
Yeah, that's a bunch of bullshit.
He's supposedly dead, but like if he was able to actually like project himself into another person, he could easily have done that. But Plagueis is supposedly dead, and he didn't tell his apprentice about any of that. So when he died, like Palpatine didn't know about like Anakin's anything that like what he was. He had to find on his own. He had different ideas.
My thing is, why did Darth Maul make himself look like a red bad guy?
That's his race.
Demon.
He's a Zabrak. No, he's a Zabrak.
Okay, tell me more about the Zabrak.
What
did they do for entertainment? Did they enjoy the park on Zabrak?
There's two color variants of Zabrak. One's like the red and black, and one's like a brownish.
So do they have the Rick and Morty problem on their planet with, like, you know, like the thing with the nipples pointy and like the nipples flat? That was a race war started over that.
No.
Okay, I'm hoping that these
it's
guys
a matriarchal society.
Women run it. Okay, cool.
The three, like, I think they're like either mothers or sisters. I'm not sure what the proper terminology. It was from, you learn about it, I think, in Clone Wars. It's either Clone Wars or Rebels, one of those two.
The cartoon?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're majority they use ancient magic type sorcery to do things rather than the normal Force ways.
See, I don't understand that shit. Like the witches, they use magic, and I'm like, it's just the Force. Like in my head,
it's another version of the Force, but it's like.
What do you mean another version? Oh my god! There's other midichlorians. Like
no,
I lose my shit to any of this.
No, it's not like the normal idea of what the Force can do.
So okay, so what is magic then in this universe?
I don't know how to explain things.
See, that's what I'm saying. The Force is a living. I picture it as this living entity, right?
It also doesn't help that in Mace Windu, all it looks like is just body paint rather than actual skin, which is hard to do. But like
Mace Windu, where did that?
I mean Darth Maul. Darth Maul, when the Darth Maul, what they did just looks like not even just body paint on his head, but like in reality it's actually the skin color.
Huh. Damn, these people are being relentless. So, okay, so tell me in short, if you can, why is Darth Maul one of the, you know?
He didn't die.
No. Why is he one of the most powerful Jedi or Sith? Why is he one of? I don't understand
that. He is angry.
Well, he's half the man he used to be. I can understand his anger.
He's angry. His Darth Palpatine killed his brother.
So Palpatine was a Darth for a while.
Tractor control override.
See, I didn't picture that as you move up to the next step. I figured like Darth Vader, you kind of just got initiated and you got put into your role.
Everyone's a Darth. Actually, a Darth is pretty much the highest tier, but the Emperor is technically above the count.
What's the equivalent Darth on Jedi side? Like, what do you call?
We are too late to stop them.
Sure.
They're heading for the weapons control sector.
That seems worse.
Because there's a lot of Guardians with Counselors. There is
sabotage our turbo lasers and the main weapon. Do not let this humiliation continue.
Knights.
Jedi Knight, yeah, that would be a thing. Oh fuck, Jedi Knight. Luke Skywalker just pieced me up. Oh, damn. The thing I don't like about this game is even in Borderless,
What's the plan?
you can't,
there's the
background
Grandmaster.
sound.
Also, the Grandmaster would be the top. Grandmaster Master. There's also...
Was Qui-Gon Jinn a Grandmaster or a Master?
Qui-Gon Jinn? Probably just a Master.
So how was he able to defeat Darth Maul? That's like saying Ned Stark was able to defeat that one dude at the fucking Tower of Tears or whatever the shit. When he really didn't. Fucking Yoda!
Well,
and Luke! Are you serious? I could eat Yoda and a fucking Luke at the same time? What kind of fucking fairness is that? My god.
Ready to go.
I feel like a real stormtrooper. Who's your favorite Jedi?
My favorite Jedi?
Yeah, and why? You seem to know a vast amount of information about the Jedi, or about this universe. So.
I prefer Sith, but
Empire did nothing wrong. I know what you're talking about. Those sons of bitches are nothing but dirty fucking rebels.
Let me think.
Rebels triggering turbo laser shutdown.
I would say Mace Windu shouldn't have died.
Why not?
It annoys me that
How did we allow this?
I'm always thinking in terms of extended universe.
Is it just because he's the Sam Jackson, or is it like he had a legitimate reason not to die?
He is... Mace Windu isn't the most Jedi.
Well, what is a Jedi? I mean, when you compare him all to Anakin.
There is a fighting technique that he's the master of, which you force rage upon yourself to take on, like, to get faster and stronger in a short bursts. He taught one of his Padawans that, and the Padawan ended up getting corrupted, so he stopped. He refused to ever use it again. But he is one of the best sword fighters in all, like, lightsaber users in all of the Jedi.
What? Okay, where would Qui-Gon Jinn sit next to a Mace Windu?
He'd be below him.
Well, obviously, but I'm just like... and in relation to Luke Skywalker.
Yoda's probably one of the strongest, just because of his age. And his knowledge.
What is Yoda again?
What is Yoda?
Yeah, his actual species.
Let me Google that real quick.
You don't know Yoda's species? That makes me sad.
He is... it doesn't have a name.
What?
It doesn't have a name. Like, legitimately, in Wikipedia, it says Yoda species as the species. No one knows.
So he could be like a piece of fungus from a tree that just came to life and congealed. He could be swamp gas. That's why he went back to Dagobah.
He is 800 years old? No, 700 years old.
When he died, he was 700.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
he's
he was
not
born
dead, though.
896
I still don't get
BBY,
that.
and
Okay, he came back again in The Last Jedi.
as a Force ghost.
Right. Do you understand? So he now lives forever? Like, in part of my head, I was like, maybe this is a fever dream that Luke was having. But no. Oh, it was real. It was sad, and it was real, and it made me go, ugh.
Yeah, Force ghosts tend to be Jedi who deny the will of the Force when they die to keep themselves, in essence, they're metachlorians, not dead. I fucking hate metachlorians, but...
Hey, did you know that this broadcast is brought to you in part by Mission Reloaded Gaming? They have a lot of great videos. You should check them out at missionreloaded.com. That was terrible, wasn't it? I sound a little too natural doing that. That's what makes me
There's
feel
also
ugly.
Yaddle, which is part of the same species.
Yaddle is the female Yoda?
There's a female version on the Jedi Council.
Well, see, that's the thing. Do they hook up? Or no, they gotta be celibate, don't
They're,
they?
no, they're like... They have to be celibate, as well as... They'd probably be like... They're like a 300-year age difference.
Turns out the
What's the
scavengers found an
big
Imperial
deal?
droid in the wreckage. One that could be real important to the first.
Is that a thing in their society? I mean, you know.
It's never that easy.
And is Yoda the old one, or is she the old one? I mean, like, cougars
Yoda's the old
exist, is what I'm trying to say, you know?
Yoda's the old one.
Figure a way out.
This is not gonna be
Enemy
fun.
forces in reactor control.
This map is always a bitch. On both sides. Fuck. Goddamn potato. Okay, how much is an X-Wing?
By your side.
Like,
Push 'em off the landing
money-wise.
pad. Make them fight for it.
You said the whole, like... Okay, so you... We're gonna talk about Extended Universe for a bit. You said once before, light speed had been used to, like, bombard something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, why hasn't that been, like, a normalcy? I can't get over that. Like, in my head, you know every shield they've ever had a problem with? Just ram a thing into it at light speed. You ever have a problem with this? Just ram it, you know, and I don't mean like a Star Cruiser, I mean like a, you know, medium-sized ship, because, like, okay, you said the ship costs a lot, but what if I just put, like, basic circuits in it to do, you know, the
One X-wing is new is 1,500, like 150,000
Let's go.
credits.
Transports on their way to get us out, but
For
they
anyone.
need time. We'll hold the first
What
order
does a
of supply
person
hold for
make
now. It's as good a choke point as
on,
any.
let's
I'm-
say,
I don't know.
Cloud City, like working for Lando. Like, how many credits would you say he makes in a year? You know those pig people who are working in the shop? Yeah, those people.
The hold is in trouble.
much-
I don't know. I really have no idea how much money they make. I know how much.
You should look at credits in the Star Wars universe, and it'll tell you. You know, maybe it'll give you a ratioed number or something like that. Some sort of method of value. Because to me, saying 150,000 credits, well, I mean, like, you know, if that's just like dollars, then yeah, that is going to be hard to get. If it's like UN or won or whatever, or grivna, it's probably not going to be nearly as bad. Ooh, nice.
Charging in. Cover me.
Damn it, I can never get that, like...
To the hold.
Okay, so there's this, like, flat cannon you get for a second, right? And it charges up for, like, 5 seconds, and it's usually a one-hit kill. But if they dodge the hit, like, it has shit spread. Like, your regular weapon will sometimes, like, catch them. Like a shotgun would. But, like, if you use that like, I call it, like a forward assault shotgun. Because it feels like a shotgun, like when you fire it.
Get back to the droid. If the third order forces us back, well, there's one more shot.
Oh, fuck.
I'm at the west exit. They're
Who's your favorite Sith? Do you even have a favorite Sith?
Need to think about my knowledge of Sith. It would probably either be in Extended Universe, the Emperor.
Mine
Or-
was Dooku.
Gotta keep the west
Or
exit open.
who?
He wasn't a true Sith.
Really? What about the robot with 4 arms?
His account, that's totally not a robot.
Well, cyborg.
What if they're special operatives?
Not even, like, he's not even Sith, he doesn't have any force sensitivity. Grievous didn't have any force sensitivity at all.
How did he operate 4 lightsabers then? I thought you had to be force sensitive to not
To
be able
use
to,
a
like,
lightsaber? No.
yeah, well, no, not to not fuck yourself up with a lightsaber.
He's a very well trained with
I mean, I
swords.
get it. He's a robot. You can program that shit.
Well, he's not. Well, no, he's not a robot.
Well, he's robot enough.
He's robot enough, but like he's majority of. I can't think of the name of the race, but
A first order commander has arrived.
they look
Dooku
like crap
pulled
people.
down goddamn what's his name? Hey, what's up, Armando? Dooku pulled down bullshit on Anakin, didn't he? In that one movie.
Yeah, but Anakin, like, Dooku's wasn't a true Sith. He was, but he wasn't. Because, like, he wasn't a trained Sith. He wasn't like an apprentice into that. No, he got tired of he had an idea of what he wanted for the Jedi Order, and the Jedi Order, he didn't agree with where it was heading. So he was like, I'm going to separate from y'all, and I'm going to try to do it my own way. And he's not truly Sith because he wasn't associated with the Sith at all.
Huh.
He had an idea of what he wanted to do, and it didn't work with other ideas.
Word. It has been months, Mr. Armando.
First order has blocked both exits. We'll have to retreat, but we are not done.
I just think it's like really
Two transports made it in.
finicky lore rules, you know, it's like, oh, he has force sensitivity, but he's not really a Sith, because he doesn't have an apprentice.
No,
and he does-
it's like...
Like,
no,
in my
it's
head,
just
I'm
he's
like,
not...
like, I considered that monk a Jedi, even though he's not a Jedi. You know, like it's like it goes back to the whole like there's no magic.
But like he had no association with Sith, even though he was a dark side user. He wasn't a truly Sith. If anything, he'd be a dark Jedi, which was what before the Sith Empire became a thing back in the day. That's what they were called before Sith actually.
Dark Jedi.
Yep.
Light Jedi. I guess that makes sense.
Yep. I would consider more of a dark Jedi than a Sith, because Sith is a term for the organization rather than the use of the Force.
Let's do this.
I wish the Force would be a little kind to me. That's all I gotta say. I mean, I've had the Force like when I do the what is it? The space galactic rounds. Oh dear God. The space fights aren't too bad in here either. It's just I don't like necessarily how they go about their jazz. Oh, get off me, Phasma! Oh, dude, crossing the border is crazy difficult nowadays. This is America. Armando, you don't know? Go ask Childish Gambino about that shit. And the memes are pretty good too. So for the people out there on the internet land, I'd like to ask y'all to drop some stuff in the chat and let me know what your favorite Jedi is.
Just run.
I used to think Yoda was my favorite Jedi. Because like when he fought Dooku, it was badass. Am I getting that right? It's Dooku, right? In the second movie? Second Star Wars?
Mine would be Windu.
The big blue dude?
No, Mace Windu.
Oh, who was the big blue dude?
Very descriptive.
There was a really big... Okay, here's a better one. Who is the big-headed, egg-headed looking son of a bitch? We all know what I'm talking about. It looks like a cone head. He had that gigantic... And he had, like, the master Sifu... Like, old Japanese, like, hair going on his face. But his head was, like, gigantic. I can't remember what it was. I'm gonna type big-headed Jedi in Google.
Oh, that guy?
Jedi with big head. Ki Adi Mundi. Force-sensitive Syrian male was Jedi member of the High Council. Jedi General of the Grand... See, what is General of the Grand Army of the Republic? See, like, that's the thing that always confused me. Like, were the Jedi like the CIA or FBI, or were they like the military? I don't know, like, what to compare them to when I think about, like, as a social
I would
service.
say them they would be pretty much aid, like there would be the UN as well as being advisors and advisors to military. Like there'd be like the humanitarian UN people as well as, hey, we can help you with this if you really want us to help with war.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. That's like the Avengers. Oh, but we can choose at any time. Not like, did the Republic make the goddamn Jedi sign a Krakosia Accord or whatever?
No.
Yeah, so that's my point. It's like, or Sokovia. It was the Sokovia Accord. Sorry, but like, you get my point.
So. Yeah.
It's like, so the Jedi.
Well, the Jedi worked hand in hand with the Republic forever.
How did that happen?
Because of the Sith Jedi Wars and all the old stuff, that it just goes back thousands and thousands and thousands of years.
See, that's my thing. I was watching.
That's why I would love something in the past. where it explains things for the people who don't understand like the reading.
Well, no, I actually understand all of that shit because all you have to do is roll back to Isaac Asimov's Foundation. Like I'm starting to get into that, and like you'll start to understand like people, like it is natural for something to decay. You know what I mean? Like I see Sith as that decay element.
Yeah.
Enemy sensors offline.
And the reason why Darth Bane is canon though, which is interesting.
How? Through who?
It was Yoda, because Yoda mentioned
Who
the rule.
trained Yoda? That's what I want to know. Who trained Yoda? Is that like some sort of like weird light creature, and you just like pronounce it with a series of clicks?
No, it's unidentified.
We don't know who trained Yoda. So Yoda probably had Luke blow up all that Jedi shit because he made it. Like, what if Yoda was the cause of all of that shit?
Besieging the landing pad. Opposition
For
under
at
control.
least a century. Or no, not a century, millennium.
It's like
Oh my god!
700 years old.
Yeah. But see, okay, like, imagine, like, Yoda saw all this and he was like, he taught himself the Force, right? And he was like, I can write a book and get people to buy into this shit. I just gotta find people who do this. Hopped in a vehicle of whatever kind and just started, like, picking up Jedi, like Amon Thul picking up goddamn Titan souls. And it was like, hey, you're gonna come along and I'm gonna make this up for you. And you're gonna come along and I'm gonna make this up for you. I mean, you could see that, right? You could see, like, some people also getting pissed at it. It's like, hey, this isn't the natural way of things. And then that's where, like, the Sith derives from. I'm not trying to say the Sith are right,
the Rule 2 was talked about, like, pretty much Yoda in Rebel, no, in the Clone
Did you say
Wars.
Red Bull?
No, as Rebels. REBELS?
Yeah, Rebel
like,
scum.
In the Clone Wars, it was mentioned in Clone Wars and talked about Darth Bane. So, it is canon that Darth Bane exists and that the Rule 2 exists.
So there's no more... Okay, so who's the Emperor now? Kylo Ren?
Technically, yes, because the apprentice killed the master even though he wasn't ready. Kind of defeats the purpose of the Rule 2. I mean, like, you
So
don't
do you
actually
think
learn shit.
Kylo
But
Ren's bringing back the old days, the bad
because-
days? Like in Sin City?
No. Snoke didn't practice the Rule 2 because Snoke was never actually teaching Kylo Ren that much. He was pretty much using Kylo Ren as a tool rather than actually teaching him anything at all. So, technically, Snoke was using, like, there's only two of us, but he's not really teaching anything, so he wasn't really learning anything because Snoke didn't want Kylo to ever get powerful enough to kill him, even though it happened anyway. Maybe. You'll see.
We'll see. That movie was... God damn it.
But hey, maybe the Obi-Wan movie will be good.
There's not gonna be one. They canceled it. Haven't you heard?
Oh, they canceled the Obi-Wan movie?
Yeah.
But it actually had the original actor in it.
Yeah.
That could actually...
Because Solo
good.
bombed, they're like, well, maybe we're done.
But like that was
Maybe we ruin this series too, like everything else, because we're Disney.
Like that could actually, because it had the original actor in it. It could have been so good.
A lot of things could be good, Doug, but that's not
unless
what this world
unless
will
you
do.
don't agree about that.
I think I lost.
Yep, you did.
Great. I'm too like caught off. Is this Obama? Oh, that's Luke Skywalker. Looked like Obama for a second. It's bad. No, scoreboard. I'm not doing. I'm slowly rising up. So I wonder if that's where they're going with this. Like, there's no more like set rules. Like, Kylo, like, supposedly
Well, technically speaking, the gray is the most pure of force and force using. So
What is the
in
gray?
the middle.
What is all of that? I've never heard of gray.
Pretty much it's about balance rather than it's about using both without having too much of one and too little of the other. It's yeah.
Sounds like a cooking recipe.
Because the Sith code is all about passion, strength, power, and
There's no
victory.
such thing as a Sith code anymore. Kylo Ren has done shit on that.
No, I'm talking about like the actual Sith code.
Are there more Sith than just that one at a time?
Not right now, no. There's only because like unless there's another random person out there.
Well, remember how like the Jedi fled after Order 76 or whatever, after like they were like the thing that Obi-Wan ran?
It's possible.
Or were they trying to make it to be like
it's
Obi-Wan was the
possible
only
that Darth
one?
Bane didn't. It's possible that Darth Bane didn't kill everyone. It's possible. I think it's possible at least.
Possible. Anything's possible, I suppose. You ever hear of Fondor?
All
No.
forces repel the rebels' assault.
I think the TIE Fighter is the best spaceship that I've ever seen for combat.
Like aesthetically?
No. I mean like combat tactically.
Yeah.
There's a pod for your existence. You have 2 guns and pretty much shield walls around you, which also act to help propel it, right? I'm not 100% sure on like what the side walls do. What would be the closest thing to the light in Warcraft?
Closest thing to the light?
I'm sorry,
The Sith?
no, to Jedi and all that shit over on like light dark for.
I would guess it
Would that be holy and void?
It would be like the priests and paladins. Then it would be the shadow priests, the holy priests and paladins, the shadow priests, and maybe it would be holy and void.
Why can't we get a shadow paladin?
That'd be cool.
It makes no sense.
Does it make sense for the shadow paladin? Not really, but it'd be cool.
Like, isn't that what a Death Knight is? Yeah, there's too many people.
Yeah, pretty much.
Waiting for this.
Yeah.
I like seeing Rey fight Darth Maul. Because I don't even know I don't even know how to perceive that. Like, this game breaks all the rules with lore. But the funny part is Wookiee bought by, like, did somebody buy the word Wookiee? Or not Wookiee,
No.
but Chewbacca? Because, like, the Wookiees aren't called Chewbacca on here. Like, the hero, it's called Wookiee Warrior.
Yeah, pretty much. The reason why the Sith left in obscurity for ages, if you were wondering about that, were you?
Yes.
There used to be the Dark Death, the order of like the Sith Order. Then Darth Bane killed them all, and Darth Bane died. And they thought that the Jedi knew that Darth Bane killed them all, and thought like with the death
Didn't
of
Tom Hardy play that character?
Bane?
Yeah.
No,
Bane from Batman, right?
different Bane.
They're
Darth
all
Bane.
Darth. He could have been just as bad. Just give him some force powers.
Sticking with you.
Yeah, pretty much that he had an apprentice and made the rule too, and left in obscurity because they thought, oh, the order is dead, so you don't have to worry anymore.
Likely excuse.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't think I've played on this map yet. defend that dude in front of me. He's has an ion disruptor. Oh, good lord.
Our lucky day! One of our best is on site!
Well done. That ATM-6's defenses are down. Use everything we got.
What do you prefer, X-Wing or TIE Fighter?
Aesthetically, TIE Fighter. It's
What
also
about
more.
ski
It's
speeder?
also more mobile. So, like the TIE Fighter just makes more sense in a space environment. I don't think you need something that looks like a plane to work.
Yeah, but you don't need like wings in space.
Exactly, and like, why do you need like TIE Fighter, like the X-wings? Like, why? You don't need that.
Oh shit! It's the thing from The Last Jedi.
Yeah, so I think the TIE Fighter or the X-wing is a little bit not necessary.
Ion disruption accomplished.
Yeah, but I think they put the wings on it for the gun's purpose. That's how I
Yeah,
see it.
but the X-wing is just better in my opinion. Maybe the TIE Fighter is better in my opinion. It's
You said
higher.
X-Wing. You said X-Wing. I
I
heard
meant
it.
TIE Fighter.
You
but,
know how
like,
many fanboys you just killed by saying that the X-Wing is not the better ship?
It's true. Like
Don't tell me. I know.
The TIE Fighter has better technology than the X-wing.
Look, let me tell you who has the best ship ever. Samus Aran. She has the best ship ever. That like it looks like a disc almost. It's kind of like the ship from Critters. Probably don't even know the movie Critters. There's Critters 2 actually.
I really don't.
Ski speeder and artillery units, it's up to you.
Battle points collected. Woo!
Elite First Order operative on site! Can't get an ID!
ADM-6's defense is disrupted. Speeders, artillery, take it out.
I am having a rough time. A lot of good teams today. So what is on your gaming agenda for the rest of the day?
I don't know yet. Haven't been playing anything right now.
Not even Sims?
I played Sims yesterday.
Oh, so you're not going to play it today. I get it.
Well, I was yesterday. I was built making a house,
And how
or
is
more
that
like a
house?
mansion. It's pretty nice.
You feel that any product that EA gets, they're going to ruin it? Because this looks like a pretty decent game. I mean, it looks really fat. But, you know.
Well, they had to back up and like maybe microtransactions wasn't the way to go.
No, that's the thing I wish studios would get. Microtransactions
Walker exposed.
are
As cosmetic microtransactions are perfectly fine. No one cares. No one
just
cares
that.
if. Yeah.
But animation. You could sell animations, people would go nuts.
Exactly. That's cosmetic.
We're not necessarily, because like some people could say, well, this animation lets you dodge, blah blah blah, cosmetic, super duper duper. And it's like, all right, dude, whatever. But you know, that's not what it was intended for. You know what I mean? Like, there's always a a yin to the yang. Ooh, don't shoot me.
Like, if they want, like, I just believe that cosmetics are perfectly fine to have as shit, but like
As DLC.
as DLC. But when you're
What about
adding
entire new mechanics? Whenever it's like an entire new
Mechanics?
mechanic involved.
if it is
Now,
part of like,
the harder they fall.
it depends. That's very. as long as you don't like. But the same thing, like hindering
Like,
other people
I like
from
Payday
playing with
2's
you.
model. Did you ever play Payday 2?
Payday 2 is fantastic. I love Payday 2. It's one of my favorites. I really enjoy the game. I haven't played in ages, but I really enjoyed the game when I played it.
I have Payday 2. I've thought about resetting my character just so I could like go through all of that again. But then I'll lose the meta. You know how you don't want to lose the meta.
By your side.
Yeah, I know.
Fall back.
You change your
Those
meta a
turrets are
lot,
done.
though.
This fight's about to get up close and dead.
Well,
Between
see,
mission.
Well, let me tell you, there's only 2 real missions I like doing. I like doing the bank job, and I like doing like the big bank job, like the big one. Because it's entire DLC, not like your the standard bank that came with, you know what I mean? The one.
Yeah, I know.
And then there was the Hotline Miami DLC. Anything from the hotline, like making the meth, and then or what was the other one? Like having to go through that ghetto building.
Saying like making the meth is fun is just it sounds terrible saying it, but it's a fun DLC.
I wish fucking Grand Theft Auto would take a goddamn
Because Payday system of the Payday system, they're trying to like do the Payday system kind of,
Let's go.
but still Payday does it better in my.
I don't know. You haven't played GTA Online. Like I could
True.
have you working for my corporation this afternoon. All you had to do is get on and create your character.
I already created a character.
Well, I don't know what to tell you.
I haven't. I created a character and walked around for a minute, then logged off. I still created a character, theoretically. But yeah, Payday is. I enjoy Payday.
Damn it. So this game has a reload like Gears of War, where you yeah, and it screws me so many times because I'm like just waiting for the good reload.
Yeah.
So how about that pre-patch, huh? Oh, did you know you will not be able to do the Lordaeron event? Hey, what's up, Garrett? You're back again.
Wait until when?
No, unless you have BFA.
Okay,
Exactly. So
that's fine with me. Whatever.
I just.
That makes sense.
I thought you would like the whole. That's like I like companies that reward the pre-order.
People who bought it. Yeah.
Well,
Okay. Like it's a pre-order. Like it's not gonna. Like it's not like people who are playing WoW will buy it anyway. Like, right?
it should, but I mean, you know, who am I to like judge people?
But like, if they really wanted to, they could just not. It's not required, but like at the same time, you're not getting all the content. Can you do the Teldrassil thing without it?
Yes. They are letting you have half of it, so it's sort of weird how they're goading you into wanting more, and you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
I am playing right now. Just to answer your question there, Garrett. I am playing Battlefront II. It's a Star Wars game.
After they removed DLC.
Yeah. See, this game was on my no-buy list for a really long time.
And they removed the thing that caused it to be there in the first place.
And they removed a few things. Like the lottery was one. They reworked how the hero structure worked. Remember I told you it's like you get more kills, you get to do hero shit. Now some people are like, so you give the strongest players the better whatever, and I'm like, yeah,
that's how it should be.
That's you get a real Jedi at that point.
It should be a reward. It should be a reward to do good.
But some people fucking do bad tryhards are gonna see,
I want to play this person.
Should just be fair for everybody. Which it sort of is, because I mean within a round you can still choose. You see, even whenever I don't get points, I still kinda get points.
Yeah. It also gives you incentive to get better.
Yes, that is very
because
true.
like I want to play this, but I can't right now. so I need to get better so I can.
Oh, well, let me tell you something they added to even make it even crazier. So, like, if I want to make my hero better, I have to play it longer. So that means, you know, consistently getting to that.
Made it.
Ooh,
I told you the
victory.
First Order wouldn't win today.
But they give you the...
It makes you a better player by
But here's
incentivizing you being not a bad person.
Here's where they remove the RNG, though. So at the end of this round, I'm now making getting credits. Everybody here, you see the score, blah 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 blah. Okay, so your score translates essentially into points. After so many rounds, you'll notice I have 58,000 of these points up in the upper right corner. Now think of like Heroes of the Storm. You play it, and you get the like coin, then you go to the store, and then you buy with the coin whatever. But that's where the microtransaction was. They were going to make those, the cards. Yeah, I was explaining for Garrett like what our big deal was. And because they were going to make it to where you could only buy certain cards, that's where I was like, there was going to be there was going to be store only cards.
Cases, or you had to open. Also, you had to open loot boxes and to get certain cards as well. And you only got like one loot box a day for free or something like that.
You still do that. They still have that.
Yeah, but you can't buy the loot boxes anymore.
No, you can't.
You used to be able to just buy loot boxes.
That was kind of ghetto. True story.
Let's take him. My loyal
also, the way they killed Phasma, I'm like, why?
Dude, she was supposed to be this whole badass. She has like less than 2 minutes on a goddamn. She was a meme in the first movie.
Let's hope she's not dead, and she actually can be useful.
Whatever. How did she survive Starkiller Base? That's my question.
Plot armor just so she can die again?
Yes, Garrett. I've watched The Last Jedi, and I am not a fan of that movie in any way, shape, or form. Oh, look, it's the Clutch and Lane. Good lord, I have like a whole society of little people down there. He's the green one. Yeah, I hate The Last Jedi, like, terribly. Just because, like, I could break it up into all the sections again, but just wind this clip all the way back to the start of this, and you'll hear every single one of those complaints.
And me talking about lore.
Yeah, and then a lot of lore. See, I think there's not enough lore on Yoda. You can't just have a blanket little green man with not, like, information. Like, there make him the last green man of, like, his planet or some shit. There could have been a
lot in Extended Universe, but at the same time, like... Also, we need to get more Chiss. I want more Chiss. Chiss has, like, a really interesting lore. We only have one Chiss. Grand Admiral Thrall... or Thrawn is a Chiss. They're blue people with red eyes.
Oh, blue people! Yeah,
the blue people with red eyes. They're very rare.
The resistance have employed ion disruptors to weaken.
Good God, man! Fire!
Why are you talking to yourself in third person?
Who? Me? What?
No, Clutch. No, Clutch is like, that Clutch wanted to play heroes. Like, you just can say I. You don't need to call yourself Clutch when you're Clutch.
Well, I mean, he did call me a noob. Even though I just got 1,300 points off of one life. Like a noob.
Sensors indicate an ATM-6 has been
1,500 more points I get to fly a TIE Fighter.
Woo!
Woo! Yeah, this was the last
Chiss
battle
Empire,
scene.
with the Chiss Ascendancy, they look down upon... No, you shut your mouth. Oh, you're not talking, so stop typing.
Ooh, nice, Garrett.
But yeah, the Ascendancy, they look down upon port sensitivity.
I mean, the man is right. You could easily come over to the Survivors Enclave network and hang out with the best of the best. Oh, fell in a hole.
Rowing.
Oh, that was bad.
I get to see you die.
Whoa! We don't accept that kind of behavior at the Survivors Enclave Network.
Alert.
What's happening?
ATM6
I know, right?
exposed and under
What's
attack.
happening? What is happening?
Let's go.
Do you know, Clutch, what's happening? Clutch is one of my moderators. You'll notice he has that cool little symbol by his name, a little sword. Means he's a somebody. Okay, well, how about Rey picking up all of the boulders at the end of The Last Jedi? What was your opinion of that, Doug?
Makes no sense.
I thought it was hot.
But she was able to pick up
Welcome.
little pebbles and stones with Luke.
But then you randomly be able to. She read a lot of books that she stole.
She didn't steal any books, did she?
Yeah, all the books that were in the thing that burned down, she has them all. That's why. Yeah, she has them all.
That's... Well, where are they then?
In the Millennium Falcon?
That'd be a good place to keep them.
I didn't know she stole them all.
Yep,
Did
she
I?
did. It's part of the in the movie. That's why Yoda was like, "Yeah, burn it."
I thought Yoda was just like, fuck this place. Like I have this feeling
And
Yoda is a Sith
that
Lord.
was the last teachings of Jedi in existence.
We need to make a video about how Yoda is a Sith Lord. Somebody help me.
There's already those that exist.
But you guys
need
could
to
like
just watch
argue, and
those.
I could have Clutch say, no, that's not right. See?
You shut your mouth when you talk to me.
Exactly. Things like that. Damn. Graphics in this are fucking great. So we like to keep it here on the stream.
What's PTR?
Public test run.
Yeah. Somebody's
Kind
gonna
of think of it like the
install WoW?
PvE, but
Oh,
like
no. I'll PvE with you, or PvP with you.
PBE, public beta environment. Like
Oh.
for League, it's that same type of thing.
PUBG, I can't do the
The
Fortnite
resistance have
dances, but
employed ion disruptors
I
to
didn't know
weaken
there
that
was an
walker.
infinite dab. Did you know about the infinite dab?
Atmospheric weaponry engaged.
I am the infinite dab.
But yeah. Why are you talking about the PTR?
I was just reading Discord. Survivors
Oh.
on big Discord.
Oh my god.
Don't suck.
Sectors indicate an ATM
I'm in a TIE fighter.
Too late for that.
I'm in a TIE fighter. Oh, what am I doing? He's right. I'm really
Here,
low.
mine.
ATM6 closing in for the kill.
Okay, I just need to get like distance and speed on one of these things. Oh, shit. Okay, maybe not.
It hurts me to watch it
We're
fly.
gonna go over here and then we're gonna come all the way back. That's what we're gonna do. There we
How
go.
have you been?
Physically hurts me. What's up, Doug?
How have you been?
I've been good. Mog isn't around when I need him.
That's-
Our walker is temporarily
What do you
exposed to
need?
enemy fire and
I wanted to
requires
play
your
Heroes last night. You were asleep or something.
No, man. I had like a whole bunch of family over here. A long day.
That's fucking gross.
I know, right? That's what happens when you have a pool. People want to just
And you have
live with your
insomnia,
place.
so like your
Ah.
your sleep schedule always changes.
Yep, that shit is fun to live with.
Oh, I noticed like sometimes you're on at like 3 o'clock in the morning, other times you're like asleep at normal time, and it's hard to actually plan things.
Oh yeah, see, it isn't because you know I showed up at raid night. I know.
True,
what
I
raid-
know, because if I set things, you'll show up.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
See,
Lucky
I'm
you, Doug.
a good guild leader. I back my people up. Okay, we're getting out of here. Fuck this. Why are these AT-ATs back here just fucking useless? They're doing nothing. There's like 7 of them. And this is only the first 2 that we concern ourselves with.
Also, there should be a flying ship with Kylo Ren just watching this, but there's not. Where's the immersion?
My immersion is broken. Hey, thanks for following, Electrolyze. Electro ties? There we go. Oh. Oh, we moved on to the next phase.
You got 50 more health for people.
70, yeah. I also like the fact that they limit how long you can be in a vehicle, and they don't kill you. They just like pull you out of the vehicle, and you still keep your battle points.
So have you watched new things on the new Battlefield?
No, tell me about the new Battlefield.
Just looks dope.
Just straight up looks dope, or I mean, is it?
I'm glad they're moving back into
They're gonna have
World
Battle
War II
Royale, though,
eras
aren't
and
they?
stuff. Yes.
Yeah.
Ew. You know how gross that sounds?
I mean, it doesn't sound that gross, honestly.
But at least it's Battlefield Battle Royale, so at
Yeah.
least it's gonna be action. It's
You're
gonna
gonna have
not be
to
cartoony. It's not gonna be
shit like that.
cartoony, at all. That should be fun.
What was that Survivor game I played a while back? That was not cartoony, but it was terrible.
Not
The
fun
the-
either. H1Z1.
No, the not the Purge. What is it fucking called? Something like the. God, it was dumb. Nobody plays it anymore, like at all, because they fucked it up. I can't even think of the name of it. Damn it. Library. Hold on. Library. The culling. I remember it without.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Come
the
on.
culling is a little cartoony though, if you think about it. Like
Is it? The crossbows.
hairstyles, the costumes you can get, all that, like all the cosmetics things are like.
Yeah, but there's no like infinite dab or any shit like that.
Yeah, I guess.
Whatever happened
But-
to Ark Survival of the Fittest?
Yeah, right. The new Battlefield feels more like the old Battlefield. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, because they're going away from like the super futuristic things is just like silly to a point.
Well, they didn't do a super futuristic thing ever.
I know, but it's like going back to World War II. And
The most
that type of
futuristic thing they did was Battlefield 4.
stuff. Sure.
And then they went back to fucking World War One. That's what killed it, going back to World War One, because then it was like two things were
I thought
overpowered.
that was
People
good, though.
people
I thought
really
people
like
loved that.
people loved that.
I loved the story. Yeah, I liked the story a lot and shit. I did not enjoy the balance of the game.
No?
Yeah, supposedly the story was really good.
Yeah, the balance of the multiplayer. I played that bitch for like a week, and then I was like, that's it. Later.
I gotta love that bug. Random like skirt is just floating behind those people.
But yeah, there's a bunch of streamers and stuff playing it right now because I got codes and whatnot.
Why don't you have a code? You stream?
Because I'm not famous.
You don't need to be famous, just go pre-order or something.
Nah.
Be
Not how it
gross.
Although the first couple days that Jack Frags was streaming, my sleep schedule was so fucked up I didn't see any of his streams. But he was randomly posting things in his chat, the codes.
Jack Frags were giving away codes, and you weren't there for it. That's what I heard.
know. Yep. That's
How does it? How? I have to ask you, Clutch. How does my stream look? Is it terrible?
You know what doesn't look good about your stream?
What's that?
The fact that you're on Star Wars Battlefront and not here in Storm.
That's true.
No, it looks good.
You telling me I need to change up my gameplay? Cause I could do a Heroes of the Storm. I don't know if Doug plays that game though.
I played with y'all once.
I tried
Remember?
streaming.
Back in the forever ago?
I don't
It was a
remember
long
things,
time
Doug.
ago.
I just do things.
I don't remember things either, Doug. I tried fixing my stream for my PC last night.
I don't think it is my Hero of the Storm even updated? Nope.
Probably not.
It should be Blizzard. If you have that
No,
launcher,
I
it
paused.
updates everything.
I know.
Oh, you
It
paused
was trying to take control and like do it before WoW updates, so I paused it and never pressed play again.
I did the same thing with Overwatch.
I have priority. Priority. My Overwatch is updated.
Mine is not. I tried fixing my shit last night, and I was still getting FPS lag from trying to stream on
I think
League.
it's because you're using Windows 10.
Well, it reset all my stream settings as well when I updated to Windows 10, so I don't have the settings anymore that I had before.
I have a Windows 10, but like also I had Windows 8.1 for the longest time, and like, yeah.
I had Windows 7.
I prefer Windows 10 over Windows 8.
One
good thing about One good thing about Windows, like Windows 8, though, it got me really used to pressing the Windows key and typing thing for searching, and that saved me so much time now. Because just Windows key type enter, Windows key type enter. It's fantastic.
See, I disable my Windows key, so that does nothing for me.
Yeah, during gaming, there's a button on my keyboard that does it for me.
Yeah, same.
But like when I'm not, Windows searching is beautiful.
Fuck, why are you stealing all these fools' kills?
I know, right?
Maybe they should get
because you told me to get better, so I'm trying to climb my way up. Look how far back I am. God damn, these people are fucking good. 21,000. I'm never getting there.
the mine hangar.
I mean, I might, but I gotta learn.
You're 16 this time, not 17. Progress.
Right. I told you. I'm an old man. I climb that hill slowly. Oh, you want to know? You want to hear something gross? So
Why is someone getting like an AT&T for this part of the mission?
I went to Steam database, like there's like one of the sites that calculates all your hours and stuff, and I have almost 8,000 hours in gaming on Steam. Or no, I have over 8,000 hours. It's like 883.
I don't have that much on Steam, but that's because for the longest time I play a lot of things off of Steam. Like I played over 1,000, more than like 2,000 hours in Final Fantasy 14.
In Warcraft, all you do is /play.
Yeah, same in Final Fantasy. But like it's like /playtime or something like that. And I think it was like 400 days, more than 400 days, maybe 500 days of in-game time. No, I think it was only 300. That's
played
too much.
2,500 hours of League. That's just in-game. That's not like at the client.
So
but still,
like 1,000 matches then, roughly 800 matches.
I actually can't check right now because I don't have a sub, so I can't even check my Final Fantasy playtime anymore.
I actually have like 3,000 losses and 3,000 victories on League, so
yeah. But
you're even?
I'm above even. I have more wins and losses, but I was just rounding.
I don't think our team has any snipers.
I'll cover you.
All the top people that have the most time played on League are Korean and Brazilian.
I remember
the Brazilian are trolls, then the Korean because they're good.
I remember Brazilian people playing with me on League way back when.
Yeah, now they have their own server, so we don't have to deal with them.
And here's a topic for discussion. Clutch brought this up. How would you feel if if game companies were forced to IP segment and localize? Or at least make it to where, like, it naturally set like that, and you would have to do something to unask the localization. You know what
By
I mean?
locally, you just mean country-wise?
Yes.
Or like
Country,
yes.
yeah.
As
like
long
as NAU, all that stuff.
That's it. I'm not against that, as long as it doesn't go to extremes.
What would be an extreme?
It'd be because you have to think about like ping-wise. Maybe like because if like it goes to a server in Japan and you just shoved in there, that's not good for anyone playing.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I play Rainbow Six Siege with my little brother, and we get almost only South Americans and then the occasional Japanese. So like in that game, if you have high ping, no, in that game, if you have high ping, you actually have the advantage. So me and my little brother, we have like 20 ping. When the people with 200, 300, they peek a corner, gun us down, and then peek back. And by the time we see them, they've already peeked back behind the corner. And it's a big problem with that game.
Yeah.
A lot of people
yeah. I would be okay with that locking, as long as it's based off of the server thing. If there's only one server, then no matter what, it's going to be unfortunate anyway. But if they have multiple servers, it should be based off of that.
Yeah, what I was saying is if they're a AAA company and they're making a AAA game, they should be forced to fucking...
Well, your thing was also it had to be competitive. There was also that other side of like...
If it's a competitive thing,
yeah, if it's just a fucking, you know, a cutesy...
So who
cutesy
cares?
little fantasy game, who gives a shit? Like Warcraft, who cares if they segment it?
Well, it is segmented.
I know, I'm just trying to fucking poke and rock.
You even know about StarCraft 2? Like, I'll play you in that right now.
I've never played any of the StarCrafts.
Gross! How do you live with yourself? It's like $10. Go figure it out. Oh my god.
It's pretty easy.